If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. Alright, DaBaby is being clowned again because he's selling tickets for a buy one get one free price, and that seems very pathetic. There's more details to this, we gotta break this down. Also look at a very similar situation that he's been in that you might remember from a couple of months ago. So let's break this down. So as I just said, DaBaby was in a similar situation in the news a couple of weeks ago already, because there was a situation where one of his shows got cancelled because of low ticket sales. And that is of course very embarrassing and very kind of humiliating for a rapper. But let's look at how this originally happened and then also how this happened in this new case that is happening right now where he's getting clowned on social media. So in late August of this year, he was on his For the Culture tour and he had a show in New Orleans that was supposed to happen on, I think it was the 31st, so August 31st, but correct me if I'm wrong on that. And that show got canceled. It actually got completely canceled. Nobody got to show up. He just didn't perform that day. Of course, they promised like, oh, he's gonna come back and all of that, but it just got canceled. And the reason why is because ticket sales were too low, at least apparently. Fans were quick to point out back then that when you go on Ticketmaster, there were less than 500 tickets sold. And this of course could be a main reason why he then eventually also didn't do the show, just because it wasn't worth it. You know, from the revenue from 500 ticket sales, he probably couldn't even afford the venue to perform it at. And I think the venue in New Orleans, you know, it held about like 24,000 or 13,000 people, something like that. It was at least like way bigger than 500, so that was already pretty humiliating. But then on top of that, he had already dropped the prices for the tickets down to $35, which is really not a lot. And you know, just to kind of put that in some sort of context, if you've never been to a concert, and this is not by any means like, you know, a comparison, but I recently paid more than $100 for Kendrick tickets. So that's like, you know, $35 is actually quite a steal for an artist as big as DaBaby, at least someone that we thought was as big as DaBaby. Of course, his agency, MAC agency, said that it was due to the promoter breaching the contract and that more people had actually already bought tickets than 500. That was just the number that you could see on Ticketmaster. But of course, this is up to anyone to believe what they want. But I'm just saying that, you know, if you can only see that 500 tickets got sold, I guess only 500 tickets got sold. Back then, DaBaby like reacted to this with like a little meme of him just grinning. Nobody really knows what that means. Maybe he's saying like, okay, I played y'all, or like, you know, y'all know what's up, but we really don't know what that means. But it really kind of humiliated him. It embarrassed him. Twitter went crazy over it, obviously. It's definitely an embarrassing thing to happen. But now we got to look at what recently happened only a couple of days ago, actually, like 2 days ago, 1 day ago, whatever, that really, again, kind of doubles down on this and is actually quite funny as well. Because right now, he's on tour. He's on tour for his new album, Baby on Baby 2, which is definitely terrible. And y'all, you know, y'all saw my rating on it in the Discord, which if you're not in the Discord, make sure to join with the link in the description. It's the best hip-hop community in the world. But you know, if you saw my rating on it, I think it was somewhat of like a 5 or 6, because the album itself, it was like, you know, something that we've just heard 1,000 times before, but it was definitely not something special. And all of y'all in the Discord also gave it a negative rating, so it really didn't get received that well. It's kind of, he was just trying to milk the same old formula that helped him kind of develop his sound and didn't really evolve on anything. But he's on tour right now for Baby on Baby 2, called the Baby on Baby 2 tour, obviously, and he got a date coming up, November 15th to be exact, which is in exactly a week, so next Wednesday, in Birmingham, Alabama. By the way, the only time that I went to Birmingham, it was hot as hell. Like, we could not go outside. It was actually insane. So I don't know how people like live in Birmingham. Like that seems crazy to me. But he's performing at this venue called the Iron City, and why I'm naming the name specifically, we're gonna get into in a second. Obviously, you can buy tickets right now on Eventbrite. It got the event listed. You can just kind of purchase your tickets just like you would for any other date of the tour, or you would for any other event or concert that is happening. But when you click on get your tickets, you can see that there's two special, kind of types of tickets. One is just the general admission standing, which is just the normal one that you would get if you want to get into the crowd, which is $42, which is still above the $35 that he was charging for the show that got canceled in New Orleans, but it's still actually pretty all right. But then there's one that is $22, but you need to buy 2 of them because it's a buy one, get one free general admission. And so you can get a ticket for $22 to go to the show. And you can obviously buy it, pay $44 with a $5 fee or whatever, and then you get 2 tickets. So essentially buy one, get one free. Why they did it this complicated way that you have 2 different options and you can't just buy it for $40 and get 2 tickets, I don't know. It seems kind of weird why they do it this complicated way, but you have a buy one, get one free offer on this new DaBaby concert. And the funny thing is, why I mentioned the name Iron City of the venue that it is taking place at, because when you go to the website for the venue and you go to the section where it's like a Q&A or like whatever FAQ, then you can see that this venue only has a 1,300 people standing capacity in the entire, location. So he's selling buy one, get one free tickets for a 1,300 capacity venue, which is, I don't know, but to me, seeing someone like DaBaby do this is kind of laughable. Like he can't even sell out 1,300, people. Like how can you not? Didn't he used to do like big stadiums too? Wasn't he like a big star a couple of years ago? Like I haven't followed his career that much specifically, but I remember like 2020 during lockdown, he had the Rockstar song with Roddy. That went out like huge. We had Suge like 3-4 years ago where he was selling out even bigger, venues when he was just coming up. So I don't know. It kind of seems like he's fallen off a little bit. I mean, if you want to go to the Birmingham show, if you're from from around the area, then it's likely a great offer. If you just want to see DaBaby and you want to pay a very low price for it, you can get a ticket for $20 if you split it with like a homie or something. But it's just really rough. It seems like he can't sell out this one either. The 1,300 people capacity venue, Iron City in Birmingham, Alabama, he can't sell it out. That's why he needs to do this buy one, get one free stuff. And likely it's not even about selling out. Likely it's just to be profitable. Likely it's just so that he, makes enough revenue from it that he can, that it's even worth it to perform. And the same thing like the New Orleans one doesn't happen. Maybe we're also going to see a price cut for the general admission standing that's going to go down to like $35, just like we had with New Orleans a couple of weeks ago. There are, of course, a couple of reasons for this. Likely, very likely, it's because of all of the backlash that he's received for his homophobic comments at Rolling Loud. And after that, several other statements just kind of doubling down on that. Like that one music video I remember he did where he was like, we held up that one sign with like, sorry for me not apologizing, whatever. That whole thing went on and people canceled him on Twitter. But honestly, it's kind of like he tried to go the tough route. He tried to go the route of like, I'm not going to apologize. He's trying to go the Kanye route right now. Where Kanye is like not apologizing for any of his comments. But it didn't work for him. While Kanye is very high up in popularity, or at least in attention, DaBaby has to do a buy one, get one free offer for his new show. That's kind of tough. That's really tough. So it seems like DaBaby is down bad, and if you're a fan, then make sure to go support him. Maybe buying tickets to a show. You can get one free now, I guess. And we're gonna have to wait and see how his whole career turns out, because I thought this dude had a more stable place in hip hop as well. But also that last record, Baby on Baby 2, really wasn't it. Oh, and also if you want an amazing hoodie and you're looking for new clothing, make sure to go check out this new Ben's Music hoodie merch in the description down below or in the YouTube merch bar. It is insanely comfortable, like for real. It is insanely comfortable, and you are supporting one of your favorite creators out there by purchasing this. So make sure to go check that out in the description down below. But yeah, that's it for me. We got this new DaBaby situation going on with him not being able to sell out this 1,300 capacity show. Kind of funny, kind of sad. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Do you think that this is all part of a process of falling off and it's been a long time coming? Do you think he'll be able to bounce back from this? And where do you see his career at right now with him not even being able to sell that out? All your thoughts and your theories and your comments and opinions on this,
please let me know in the comments down below.
If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.